Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher. And today we're going to take a look at the tangle Copada from CZT Margaret Bremner. All right, this is a border tangle. Although, if repeated these, it could turn into a fill-in. Up to you. All right, I'm going to do a curved sort of border. Let's do like that. Okay. And that's the first step, is just kind of defining your what your border is going to be. Then this is based on what's called the onion dome. That's the name of the shape. But in Zentangle elemental stroke language, it would be two S shapes backed up against each other. So let's see if I can, I'm going to try this side. No, I always do this way. Let's try it. I'm going to try it from the middle. You know what? No, I'm not. Sorry. As I was playing, I'm like, I did it from the middle and then back to the sides, and then it was just a little weird. So let's just do it from here. I'll start in a little bit. So as an S shape, like that. And then we'll come back down. We'll see if we can make it nice. Okay, not too bad. I think I want to make, I was trying to make them a little bit, I usually spread mine out quite a bit. I don't know why, but let's try again. Oh, I like that a little bit better. But maybe have this be more even in the middle. Oh, the good thing we've got many tries for this. Nope, I did it again. That's all right. Sometimes my sides don't come out exactly symmetrical. That is okay. Oh, and let's just come down the other side. Oops. Get this so it doesn't move. And this side as well. Sometimes if like this, we're doing the end where it's trailing off the side. I flip it as I did, so that way it's just more comfortable. So not too bad. Again, don't worry about it if it's not symmetrical. That just means a human being did it. It's part of Zentangle, where the philosophy, where there's no such thing as a mistake. It's all okay. Next step is we're going to aura it, and the trick is to not worry about it. So we're going to aura each section, and if you don't know, to aura is basically to outline. So I'm outlining the contour, or really I'm inlining it because I'm going in. And for this one, just like there are some other tangles where I apparently, well, no, actually on this side, I'm not blocking my own view. So I have the pen underneath, where I'm auraing. But there are some tangles where I just don't worry about that, because where the direction that my hand is at, it means more than being able to see. And by that I mean, so like for instance, if I was to aura here, this line, and I have my pen here, you see how the pen is kind of blocking. So it's just something to think about. So if you're auraing something and you're like, oh, what's wrong with, why is this not working right? Just kind of take a look at that. And so maybe you have to shift your tile as you do it. A lot of these things, personal choices, we just include it in mentioning it, or I do. Zentangle does as well when you listen to any of their videos. Just because we want your hand to be comfortable. If you're doing Zentangle for the meditative benefit, you for sure want to do it, because that is part of it, is having everything be comfortable, so that way you're not worrying about it, and you're not taking mental energy away from the process of doing Zentangle art, and we're just able to focus all the attention on the stroke at hand, whether it's whether your hand is cooperating or not. At least it's like, okay, we're taking everything away, and we don't have to worry about it. Now, the neat thing about Zentangle in general, and the reason not to worry about things, is because once you get the pattern done, it can, something like this, it's like, well, I could fret about, oh, look at, they're not even, but they are consistently, look, I mean, they're consistently uneven, so that's something. But two, in the end result, it doesn't matter. You know, we're not, I mean, at this point, we're done with the tangle, and we're into the decorating phase. And you never know, you might just not see it. It might not matter at the end. So just do your best not to worry about such things. All right. If you take a look at in the description section, I have my own version of the step out as well as a link to the originator. So that is listed as for more inspiration, and that's how I list it pretty much on everything. So if you happen to be on our Facebook group, or if you're following, if you've liked my page on Facebook, or you're subscribed to my blog, and you'll see when I'm doing these daily tangles, I'll say click here for my version of the step out, and over there, and the there is the link for more inspiration, or for more inspiration, click over there, or something like that. I was trying to be cute, and but that's how I list it, because that's what it's there for. So if you click that in the description section, you will get to Margaret's blog, where this tangle is housed, and you'll see at the bottom of her step out ways to embellish, lots of different ways. I did mine a little bit differently in mine, just because I had this notion and I followed through with it, and it was kind of cool. But I'm going to try this where she did these kind of in halves. So I'm gonna start right here, because I would like to maybe, well, no, actually I think I'm not going to mess with it at all. Maybe here a little bit, we'll see. Because this, I don't think there's much room to play. In fact, let's just start here. So I'm dividing that in half, because I just think it was really, really neat idea. And we're going to fill in this one half. Now, if you do filling in and using that as a course corrector. So here's some thoughts on it. Number one, of course, you can't go any smaller than what you have. You can only add to what you have. So it's something to consider. And so then I always take a look. It's like, fill it in as it is. It's like, oh, well, it doesn't matter. But it was just right here. It got a little bit thin. So I'm just kind of tracing over just a little bit. Just reshapes a smidge. And so let's do that with all of these ones on this side. And if you are tangling along, great. And they say this won't take long, so I will do. And I because it's kind of tight, I don't want to grab like my graphic one or a thicker nibbed pen, just because. And actually, I could do all of these different, but sometimes it's nice to pick something and do it consistently, on one side, and then we can do something on the other side. But that's up to you. Now, on my version of the step out, what I decided to do was continue auraing in on both sides, and then I filled in sections kind of throughout, and it turned out kind of neat. So when you take a look at that, there's so many different ways that you can have fun with this. And then we'll add some shading at the end to make it look rounded. Yeah, I like that. It's kind of neat doing half C's. And let's see. Oh, and then so what she has, let's do this on this side. So continuing that line down the center, and then just adding, auraing that line in the rest of that space. There's actually, I know what I might do on the other side. There's all kinds of textures that you could put in. I mean, the lines are one, filling in is something else. Orbs create a texture. I think I'm going to add the Stir It Up or Amaze. It's the same tangle by two different names. Maybe that on the other side. Let's see. But, I mean, that looks kind of neat. So on the other side, See, now I could fill in this side. Oh, I see. Oh, so it's neat on, on Margaret's, the one of her samples was doing this and then doing, she had different lines on the other side. But you take a look. I'm just gonna add the amaze in here just because, and I'm not gonna worry about it. And an amaze is just this. You can look for a video on it on the channel. If you click on my face or my name, it will take you to the home page of the channel, and there you can see all of the videos, the playlists. And this one, it's kind of meandering. It's also kind of creating a maze. And I think I'll have to look. I don't remember what I had listed there for the for more inspiration link, because I don't know. I saw this it was on a video that Zentangle did, and it honestly, I needed to hear somebody talk through this tangle because I've seen this step out and I was like, does not compute. So and it was just kind of funny, and I'm feeling the need to fill in this side. Just It was just funny. It was like, oh, okay, so I believe I linked to that in the video. I do believe I did. But like I said, you can have so much fun just decorating, so many options. And as I do this, I'm going to throw in the stuff I usually say at the end, which is, if you've enjoyed this so far, and the last bit we'll do shading, just so you know. If you enjoyed it, would love to have you click like. Feel free to leave comments and share it. All of those things helps with the algorithm, so it gets me in front of other people if they know that you liked it. So, and that helps me out a lot. So I appreciate it. Especially if you liked it enough to see more and you click on subscribe. That helps out a lot. Now, I mentioned the description section. I do classes almost twice weekly. A lot of them are free. I do have some that are paid. I also have a membership club. So if you like, if you enjoy my classes enough that where you would, do one a month, say, then you're getting, you get more than you paid for sure if you do that. See, I like that. Okay. So information on all of that is on my website. So please check it out. And let's do some shading. So I'm just putting some graphite on the inside. Actually, I was thinking with this, if you wanted to, if you felt it needed it, you could do a double border. If you felt that was something that it needed. Sometimes it's like, ooh, that's just kind of nice. It's like an aura. All right. Ooh, you know what? Let's use this one. I might have to go a little darker. See how that curved it? Just that. Just that. It's amazing. I love shading is just, it's the magic. It's the magic sauce. And you don't have to do it if you don't want to. If you're like, nope, I like the way it looks, it's fine. But look at how that, I don't even need to go any darker really. But if I did, let's see what it does. And I'm a big proponent for go lighter first and then add if you need to. See how that adds. It just adds to the rounding. Let's do the other side since I did this side again. And sometimes, like that first bit of graphite, I created the gradient to the size that I wanted the gradient to be. In this, I'm just, adding the darkness where I want it. And I'm not really spreading this out too far because I want that concentration of the dark graphite right right where I have it, but I don't want that line. I do want it to be spread out a little bit. Wow, that is just amazing. Just wow. But yeah, uh, if you feel like you're a little shy, or apprehensive about shading, do that first. Just go light, and then add more. And as my mom says, it's just a piece of paper, and it is, even though it isn't at the same time. It's like, yeah, it is and it isn't, and a lot of you understand what I mean. All right, really cool tangle. Lots of fun to be had with this one. So if you enjoyed it, would love to have you click like, um, share, subscribe, all of that. Check out the information in the description section. And with that, thanks so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.